clarify something before we continue into the rest of the devotions for the week. We won't be looking at a specific verse today, but rather mere biblical truth that we find throughout the New Testament. Small things make a big difference. Some of you know the current story about my wisdom teeth. My bottom left wisdom tooth is growing into the tooth next to it at almost a complete perpendicular angle, and it has been causing me severe pain for about 6 months. And if I don't get this tooth pulled soon, then the rest of my teeth and even my jaw are going to have some pretty big problems. This one small tooth that I can barely even see has the potential to damage my oral health. Small things make a big difference. One small spark can start a bonfire. One tiny paper cut on your thumb or your finger can leave the rest of your finger feeling numb in pain. One person throwing a brick through a window can ignite a citywide riot. Even one small act for the good of others can cause a big impact. Often we believe that we can't make a difference with our influence because we think we have to do it in a big way. You might have even felt uncomfortable or discouraged as I have been using this phrase, having a big effect on your world, because we feel too small to do so, or it's unrealistic. And I hope to alleviate that tension for you today. Because the truth is, making a difference of any kind isn't about doing something big. It's actually quite the opposite. If you really want to get down into the logistics of it, making a difference is about being consistent in the small things. Let's take the current predicament in our country. Most of us would say that we want to make a difference in the current racial tension. Most of us would say that we want to bridge the gap between the people that are pro-cop and the people that are anti-cop. And most of us would say that the big thing people are doing to make a difference right now is protesting and rioting. And you may not be about that. Me personally, I'm all about the First Amendment right to peacefully protest. But I am 100% against whatever right people of any race feel that they have to destroy another person's property. Wherever you stand, though, causes you to maybe wonder and reflect, well, what's something bigger than a protest that I could do that could possibly have a lasting impact? And you're probably stumped, right? I am. And I think it's because we're thinking about it all wrong. Because making a difference is about being consistent in the small things. Meaning, why would we devote so much of our thinking to all of these big ways to make a difference, all the while discrediting all of the real opportunities for influence simply because they're not big enough? Each of you has a gift, a talent, a passion that God has uniquely given you for the benefit of His kingdom. And that is the exact thing that you can use to make a difference and to have an influence. It might seem small in your hands, but in the hands of an all-powerful, all-loving God, you wouldn't believe the power that He has trusted with you. And when we use what He has given us for the purpose of loving others and advancing His kingdom here on earth, He is pleased. So let us treasure and share the influence that God has uniquely given each of us by consistently praying and exploring more ways to love God and love others with it, regardless of how big or small they might be. Simply love others where you are, with the time you've been given and the resources you have. Don't overthink it. Just do it.